Some good news out of City Hall on the tax increase. City Council has agreed to change the operating budget for next year, and those mean if you're a property owner, you'll likely pay a 6% tax increase from the 8.1% city finance managers were proposing earlier this fall.
I think in the present situation, lowering it as much as possible without compromising our ability to deliver core municipal services that touch on people's affordability, and also not compromise our ability to focus on economic growth.
Mayor Amarjeet Sohi presented an 11-part omnibus amendment. It actually puts money into some programs. $4 million to help clean up downtown and other business improvement areas. Things like removing graffiti, garbage, and maintaining sidewalks. $1.4 million to boost the turf trimming program. $860,000 for tree pruning, and it'll pay public transit's $13 million deficit. But where is the money coming from? Some from an LRT reserve fund. New franchise fees from the EPCOR utility will be worth about $13 million, and $15 million from a fund usually used for capital projects. That's where at least one councillor objects. Tim Cartmel wanted to look at using money from a specific source, the city's neighborhood renewal program.
I think that there's considerably more money to be found within neighborhood renewal. This funding source is pay-as-you-go, which is different capital projects. Which ones? Don't know. Can they manage it? Sure. Will they manage it in a way that we want? Don't know.
The majority of council voted with the mayor's amendment. It includes creating a dedicated fund. So going forward, 0.5% of the tax levy will go toward renewal projects, something Ashley Salvador has been lobbying for.
When we make those types of investments and we decide to, build more roads, build more rec centers at the fringes of our city, and ultimately build more communities at the fringes of our city, we need to have a line of sight as to how we are going to maintain those. As a councillor who represents solely mature neighborhoods that were built out in the 50s and 60s. We've had questions related to whether rec centers are going to have to be closed, whether we can afford to maintain all of these beloved facilities that people have come to love. So having a dedicated renewal fund will ensure that we can do that.
This and the tax levy are pending council's final vote on Budget 2025. Natasha Reeb, CBC News, Edmonton.